Good morning. Well, certainly the risk has increased, and this is the concern more broadly that the war will have spillover effects. We have seen over the past 3 months what is considered as low-level pressure from Hezbollah and from Palestinian groups in Lebanon on Israel. But this attack, which is believed to be attributed, obviously, to the Israeli government, could lead to a more decisive Hezbollah response. And I think that is perhaps what the Israeli government is trying to achieve, to goad Hezbollah into a broader war, but also to demonstrate that its intent to go after a broader Hamas leadership everywhere is indeed being met with reality.
I just want to pick up on something you said there, which is about Israel, and I believe this is your language, wanting to goad, quote unquote, Hezbollah into a broader war. Is that really what they would like to see? Do they want to open up another front, given all the devastation that is going on in Gaza at this point in time? Or is it their preference to continue along with these very surgical strikes, specifically targeting Hamas leaders that may be in very specific locations, but not necessarily open up a fully blown escalation in another country?
Well, I think that the government in Israel is certainly calculating and anticipating and being prepared for a broader confrontation. But the Israeli government, of course, understands Hezbollah much better. Its enemy is poised on its border, and it's been there for many decades now. I think the anticipation that Hezbollah will respond in a meaningful way is, of course, overblown. Hezbollah is much more cautious as an entity, and while this strike really demonstrates its own weakness alongside Israel's intelligence, I think it is not going to respond in kind, and that's what Israel is very much anticipating and looking actually through this attack, but more broadly, the aims of the Israeli government and the IDF are to try and weaken all of the proxies around the region in order to reinforce Israel's security after October 7th.
Let me just ask you, my colleague was on talking about the attacks that have been taking place in the Red Sea. What sort of linkage can we draw between the Houthi attacks on shipping vessels versus what is happening right now between Israel and Hamas?
Well, certainly the non-state actors and the Houthis, Ansar Allah, as they call themselves, are all linked together as part of Iran's backed axis of resistance. They're broadly aligned in anti-Israeli, anti-American posture. And the Houthis themselves have been very animated by the attacks on October 7th and the devastation in Gaza, and taken upon themselves to demonstrate their ability to respond and show that they also have a stake in this fight, and see Israel's aggression in Gaza as really broader, beyond what's taking place in the West Bank and Gaza, but actually has implications for the region.